Good afternoon, D&D fanatics and barbecue addicts and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Barbecue. Let's get it done. We're getting closer and closer to the big day. It's time to dig into mini barbecue to see what type of dice we're using, and it looks like we're using our crayon dice. As always, this series is inspired by the popular Roll for Sandwich series by Adventures in Ardia, and made popular by you. The dice have been tossed, and now it's time to roll for meat. 5, Mama Barbecue's choice, and she chose hot links. All right, let's roll for binder. 4, tuna juice. Fuck! It's the holiday season. Why the hell are we dealing with this? This has got to be mini mayhem.
Stop yelling at me!
How many rubs are we using today? Looks like we got 4 rubs. There's always this one guy in the comment section that gets mad at me because I don't put the dice in both of the eyes. Well, there you go. Fire and Smoke Society, PS Seasonings, Garlic Festival, and Rub City. All chosen at random. Now it's time to roll for wood. And we got pecan wood. Time to get wild with some wild magic. Bro, why?
Get ready. You better start stretching. I'm gonna fucking wear you out, dumbass.
I'm not a fan already. All right, let's click those tongs. It's time for the D20 sauce roll. And we got Ardia's favorite. All right.
Ready? Begin.
Let's get this started. We got some Evergood Hot Link sausages and prep work. There it is. Hot links are a Louisiana specialty. Evergood sent us some to try out. Now the first mini mayhem mishap happens to be tuna fish. I popped a hole on either side of the can so it makes it easier to drip on. The seasoning's chosen at random: onion butter, the morning after, Gilroy garlic pepper, then some gingerbread barbecue rub. I don't know, you guys. I don't know how this flavor combination is going to work out. Maybe that gingerbread will pull forward? Who knows? We just had an ice storm last night, so we're going to cook on the Char Griller Portable Pro. These are fully cooked, so about 5 to 8 minutes. Now for the milkshake. I dug in my freezer and all I have is Stroh's Moose Tracks. A couple scoops of ice cream, some milk, then hot link. Give it a mixy doodle. Jesus Christ. All right, let's go ahead and make this look fancy.
Father help!
We're going to rim the glass with ketchup. You know, kind of like what you would do with a Bloody Mary. Guys, you know how I am. I'm a texture guy, and this straight up looks like a pimento cheese milkshake. All right, let's try to cover it up. We're going to add some whipped cream and a little bit of ketchup. Throw in a straw and you got a party. You know, if it was in a porta potty. I think we definitely nailed the presentation category, but how does it taste? Before we try this monstrosity milkshake, I think we're going to try the hot link first so we can get some good flavor. When everything's mixed together in a milkshake, it's hard to identify each flavor. And on its own, this hot link is insanely good. But what if you mix it with ice cream and milk? My guess, a textural nightmare, very vinegar forward, and very chunky. Here we go. There it is. Was it the nastiest thing we've ever had on this channel? No. But is it up there in the top 10? Absolutely. Just like I thought, it's chunky. You literally can't taste any of the seasoning, binder, nothing. It's like if a milkshake curdled and you tried drinking it. Overall, a bad way to kick off a weekend. I don't know if I need a breath mint or a dentist. So, we're going to give this one a 0.0 out of 10, and we're going to call this one Hot Snakes and Bubble Guts. And just like that, folks, that's episode 218. Be sure to like, follow, share, and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you guys at the next barbecue.